Sunday, and it's 2:46 p.m. To you regulars out there, I guess I feel like I owed you something of a video to catch you up on everything. I've been on antibiotics for 9 days now. The first 5 or 6 of which were broad-spectrum antibiotics that made me really sick. I got septic, and it was really bad. Ended up in the emergency room, 106.7 degree fever. I had a line infection, so they had to pull my line, and then they had to run all the caustic IV drugs through my veins, so my arms are shot. In the hospital for about a week. My platelets went weird, and I was really sick. News on the lung front isn't much better. As a matter of fact, it's sort of worse, but nothing we can do, so. So I keep coughing. I stayed on oxygen most of the time I was in the hospital, but to be honest, it didn't seem to make a whole lot of difference. I was lucky that my friend was in town from Seattle and able to spend a little bit of time together. Maybe hopefully tomorrow we can too, before she flies back. It's my phone. It's been a day of running antibiotics, which I have to do for the next 8 or so days. It's made me really sick, and I really don't feel like going through the list of things it's caused, but it's bad. Yeah, just altogether not doing well and trying to figure out what that means in regards to work and money and the sort of business of staying alive. A friend now jokes that if staying alive is like being able to have the ability to hold it when you have to pee, that you have to work on holding it. I just try to take it a moment at a time, but it's been really hard. It's hard to breathe, and I itch because I'm allergic to all the adhesive and it won't come off, and I'm tired of the vomiting and the diarrhea and all of these things that every time another bag is hung up on that drip or that one, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, you can. There's this feeling that sort of comes over me. It's this odd deja vu, but it's like deja vu of being in like a tsunami or a it's terrifying. It's terrifying knowing through that I'm here again, that I'm standing here again in front of this giant wall of water and not knowing what to do. It's terrifying knowing that I'm the only one standing here and that I'm the one that will get washed away and everybody else will be left and worrying more about what it means for them. But then there's this moment of sort of sick, but confusing, but mostly sick feeling of acceptance. It's like you can accept the fact that this giant wall of water is going to engulf you, that you've been there before, that you've lived through it. There's a slight hope that you'll live again, and there's a giant fear that maybe you just got lucky the first time. I don't know which one I am. And I'm not going to pretend that I do. Though every time one of my friends walks out the room, I tell them that I love them. Every time that somebody does something for me that they shouldn't have to, I try to say thank you. Every time that I find myself getting angry or mad or frustrated or in a conversation that I don't have the energy to have, I try to find the place in my eyes where people can look through and see straight through to the darkest part of me, the real me, so that they don't confuse the mask for me. Try to show them that I'm still here, that I'll give them everything I can of my life, all the time I have to give, whatever that means. And something that's so happy, like being surrounded by friends and doing ridiculous things in hospitals, and the fact that they made it such a easy thing to be there sort of makes it so much harder, because I know every single one of them isn't prepared. They won't ever be, and shouldn't be. But what's hard is knowing that I am, and I have been for so long. And I don't want the wave to crash over me if it means losing their sanity. I really don't like the fact that I have to be still and run these horrible antibiotics. It reminds me of every reason I stopped, every reason I quit, every reason I gave up, whatever you want to call it. I lost myself, and I refuse to do that again. I want to go outside and spin. I want to make music. I want to make art. I want to breathe. I want to go to the beach. I want to hold every single one of my friends one at a time, and somehow be able to tell them it's going to be okay. Even if I don't believe it myself. Anyway, I'm home and trying to do better, so I thought I'd check in. You guys take care and be well. Thanks for hanging in there.